What's good, your man? So King and real shit. This the only thing that really, truly helped me motherfucking relax and get over my motherfucking anger. Like real shit. Look at some crazy shit today. Crazy shit. Like honestly, dog. I really just hate the shit. You wanna know what I've been through? Wanna know what a hurricane went through? Well, my little brother still want to be out there in those streets being a dumbass. One of my sister's friends found that nigga passed out on one of the blocks and shit. And let's just say they have to bring him back. I don't know if the nigga was passed out on some drunk shit or passed out on some OD shit, but he been on that bullshit. And I already gave him ultimatums. I already gave him many chances. Like, yo, bro, you want to be stuck out there, nigga, that's on you. So, then I was just fed up. I'm like, nigga, you don't have to be out there. You never answered my question. What's out there in those streets? What the fuck are you really looking for? Because I'm like, if nigga, if you really want to be out there, how about you go to the area where you actually made money instead of being in the area where you know niggas is broke? I told him that. I told him like, yo, nigga, you good at this shit. Go back out of town and do that motherfucking shit again. You're good at that. But no. Or I also told him, I was like, nigga, you try to be like me, you got you a motherfucking milk in the burbs, nigga, go to her. Nigga, ain't your shit still there? And if you really bitching about money so bad, nigga, go get your shit and sell it. Or go live happily ever after. Nigga, you don't gotta be here. I guess you don't want to motherfucking follow no rules. I guess you don't want generational wealth. I guess you don't want to break generational curses. Well, all right, nigga, so fuck you. But at least I'm still give enough of a fuck to tell you, nigga, this was the shit that you made money in. Go out there and do that. Instead of being in the same area, being a fuck up. But no, that's why it's time to reprogram a nigga's brain. This is the name of the shit. Now, I think I remember saying I was gonna go back to my book Illumination, the Shaman Way of Healing, because it talks about this. Reprogramming neural networks. If the stories of angels and demons battling it out for your soul doesn't resonate with you, because it don't resonate with most of us, you might think of their opposing forces in a less poetic way, using the language of brain science. Each of us has neural pathways in our brain, functionally and chemically connected neurons that are created when neurons that fire together, they then are wired together. These networks act as information superhighways that reinforce the beliefs that lead us to act angrily, greedily, and lustfully in order to guard against perceived threats to our survival. Remember that the limbic brain functions with beliefs of reality. I'm going to say that one more time. This is brain science. The limbic brain, Limbic, limbic brain functions with beliefs about reality. That's what the limbic brain do. While the new brain works with theories that it tests out against reality. To reprogram these information superhighways, we have to inject the limbic brain from the driver's seat of our neuropsychology. We have to start using the fancy new hardware of the neural cortex to develop new pathways that will override the old programming. Then the neural cortex can intervene to stop the primitive brain from automatically sending out the chemical signals that cause us to feel and act like cornered animals. Our more evolved brain can begin to run the software that will make the experience of kindness, joy, and peace habitable. The new brain has, until recently, only been a functioning neural computer for saints, scientists, and sages. Yet, we can bring its faculties online during our initiation. Indigenous societies. Indigenous societies that practice meditation, joy, charity, and compassion, all of which are higher brain functions. I'm going to say that one more fucking time. Indigenous societies that practice meditation, joy, charity, and compassion, all of which are higher brain functions, are far less violent and report experiencing fulfillment and contentment in their lives far more often than those who don't regularly engage in these practices. So I'm just go over that again. Indigenous societies that practice meditation, joy, charity, and compassion, all of which are higher brain functions, are far less violent and report experiencing fulfillment and contentment in their lives far more often than those who don't regularly engage in these practices. Functional MRI, most people don't know what MRI means. MRI means magnetic resonance imaging. Scans have found that Buddhist monks who've meditated for years measure have measurable increases in the activity of the prefrontal cortex. In experiments, I'm gonna get that out the way. In experiments, they're they're experimenting on us too. Like you think it's just to extract blood and motherfucking memories. Nigga, they want to know how powerful we are. So like whenever I hear experiment, nigga, the motherfucking, like that Metal Gear bad guy alarm go off. The exclamation mark that pops over a nigga head like whenever I see that word. But it say in experiments by Andrew Newberg, he describes how Tibetan monks see a photograph of violence. They respond with the brain centers associated with communion and compassion, unlike the rest of us who respond with the centers associated with fear and anger. The limbic brain no longer instantaneously takes charge. Meaning, like a regular person like us, all right, someone show us a picture of some violent shit, we're either going to get mad or we're going to be afraid. For example, when we was in school, they used to show us this movie called Eyes on the Prize. There's only one thing we did right. It was the day we started to fight. Keep your eyes on the prize. Oh, oh. And they showed us nothing but fucking racist videos of us getting our asses beat and ass bit by pit bull. I mean, German shepherds and getting sprayed with fire hoses. Some people in that classroom was afraid. Others was angry. But they say when Tibetan monks see violence, they automatically go to communion and compassion. That that part of the brain like activates. It's like when they see it, they like, oh man, these people need help. I feel sorry for that person. I want to help that person get through his pain type shit. It's a difference. Now, if properly brought online through meditation or the practice of the seven virtues, and we don't know what the seven virtues is, we got to go back to chapter 2 because I talked about it before. This is chapter 3. We in chapter 3, I think. But the seven virtues is peace, generosity, pure of intent, courage, compassion, temperance, and humility. Now, these seven virtues combat the seven deadly emotions, and the seven deadly emotions are the seven deadly sins in the bullshit Christianity. But to the shamans, there are seven deadly emotions. And the only reason why people attach the demons to these emotions was because these emotions are very, 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 very fucking powerful. And the seven deadly sins or the seven deadly emotions, if you don't know, is wrath, greed, lust, sloth, envy, gluttony, and pride. The seven virtues can only destroy these seven deadly emotions. So the so to take out the seven deadly emotion of wrath, you need peace. To take out the seven deadly emotion of greed, you need generosity. To take out the seven deadly emotion of lust, you need purity of intent. To take out the seven deadly emotion of sloth, you need courage. To take out the seven deadly emotion of envy, you need compassion. To take out the seven deadly emotion of gluttony, you need temperance. And last but not least, to take out the seven deadly sin of pride, you need humility. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Now, back to the show. Yeah, say if properly brought online through meditation or practice of the seven virtues, our neural cortex will allow us to transcend the fear of death. Ooh, feels good to not have that motherfucking fear. Like a motherfucker is, like apprehensive, like that's what makes us human. Like sometimes we all get a little nervous. But like the actual fear of death, nigga, that shit was gone. Like gone, gone. Because like once you find out the truth, it's like, wow. Death is really a friend that guides us to infinity. Shouts out to everybody coming through. I know it looks like zero people was in the room. It probably is. Like usually people be up around this time, but usually they say zero when it's a person in this bitch. But it is what it is. Y'all catch the playback in the morning. Detroit after dark. Detroit after dark. Oh yeah, it's after dark. Oh yeah, it's after dark. One more time. Detroit after dark. Whoop whoop. Detroit after dark. Oh yeah, it's after dark. Okay. Yeah, it say our neural cortex will allow us to transcend the fear of death, even if we don't believe in an afterlife. That is motherfucking awesome. If properly brought online through meditation or the practice of the seven virtues, our neural cortex will allow us to transcend the fear of death, even if we don't believe in an afterlife. It can free us from the demands of the ticking clock and let us experience our connection to all that is and ever will be. The neural cortex is programmed for exploration, truth, and scientific innovation. So when we go through an initiation successfully, we activate the neural circuitry that allows us to leave behind superstition, dogma, and hardened religious beliefs and step into a life of discovery. We can finally recognize what a petty, shallow life we've been fucking living. We can finally recognize what a petty, shallow life we've been living in, the world of predators, and step into the much more nourishing role of a creator. The call to being a creator is a summons to action and service, unfettered by grandiose fantasies about securing one's legacy by saving the world. Once you free yourself from your primitive brain's limited perception of what you can accomplish, you discover your greatness. You realize that you're both an immaterial speck and an all important element in the universe. If you find yourself without a house, you realize that you are a traveler, not a homeless person. I'm gonna say that one more time. When you find yourself without a house, you realize that you are a traveler, not homeless. If you lose your job, you discover that you are an entrepreneur. You are not an unemployed person. When your parents pass away, you understand that the earth and the sky are your parents and humanity is your family. Initiation allows you to experience the pure force of your emotions, unadulterated by memory and divorced from any story. This drains the energy from the neural network, and you are able to replace the negative emotions with higher brain function. You can establish that the creative neural cortical, the neocortical consciousness is the leader of the band. But to do this, you must understand the unique forms of perception associated with each of the four subbrains. Then examine the habits of the prehistoric brain that have given it so much power over you. So now we're about to go off into the four levels of awareness. This is the other side of Cain that most people don't really see. There's a revolutionary side of it, but this is the spiritual side. Now, what happens when the coin lands on its edge? Well, when the coin lands on its edge, I'm talking about video games and comic books and shit. But anyway, the four levels of awareness. The reptilian brain, reptile wins, flawless victory. The reptilian brain, limbic brain, where we talked about, and what the limbic brain was. Did I say what the limbic brain was? I know I said it because I know I talked about it in the The last motherfucking shit. Fuck it. I can't find it. Oh shit. I thought I underlined it in the goddamn book. God damn it, Cartman. But anyway, the reptilian brain. What up, though? Shouts out to In the Groove. Yep. The four levels of awareness. Got the reptilian brain, the limbic brain, the neocortex, and the prefrontal cortex are each associated with a particular kind of awareness that developed as these brains evolved. The reptilian brain perceives the physical world without thinking, feeling, analyzing, or trying to find a context for an event. I'm going to say that again. The reptilian brain perceives the physical world without thinking, feeling, analyzing, trying to find the context for an event. Most people are in the reptile brain right now. Reptile wins. Flawless victory. Animality. What's your animality? I'm a bear. I'm a tiger. Someone get a nigga some medication. Anyway, um, yeah, you simply experience it and deal with it. If you twist your ankle when climbing up a mountain path, you hurt. Rest for a few minutes, gingerly take a step, and limp forward. Reptilian awareness takes everything literally. A twisted ankle is merely that, not a springboard for feeling sorry for yourself or a metaphor for a difficult journey. Likewise, if you are in battle, you simply crush your opponent's skull and move on to the next adversary before he bashes your head in, feeling no sympathy. The primary mandate of this brain is to drive to survive. I eat and I kill, therefore I am. For many thousands of years, reptile awareness predominated and kept most of humankind building pyramids as laborers and, and killing others as warriors. And there was little use in seeing the world in any other way. The limbic brain began to establish its authority nearly 200,000 years ago, probably more than that. But 200,000 years ago, with the discovery of cooking, our ancestors have been using fires for many years. But at this point in human development, we began cooking food regularly. This allowed us to render fiber and proteins more easily digestible, helping us feed our brain, which consumes nearly 25% of the fuel we eat. Most people don't know that. Right, mic drop right there. This allowed us to render fiber and proteins more digestibly, helping us to feed our brain, which consumes nearly 25% of the fuel we eat. The primary concerns of the limbic brain are um holy shit, do I need my reading glasses? What the fuck is going on? I know I'm not tired. Why the fuck is shit getting blurry? I guess I ain't picked up a book in a minute, or maybe I'm getting old and I'm starting to need some fucking glasses. Holy shit. Okay, let's put the book closer. What's good? Overtime in the building, hell yeah. Just getting off of work. I was angry and I decided to go live and relax and talk about reprogramming the brain because I was about to turn into a reptile and give one of my supervisors a fatality, animality. brutality. I was gonna fucking up that bitch. anyway, oh yeah. I say the primary concerns of the limbic brain are feeding, mothering, safety, self-worth, establishing and maintaining the pecking order, and mating. I hoard and I mate, therefore I am. Using this brain, we bond with our mothers and search for partners to have sex or parent with. I'm gonna say that one more time. This ain't me, this is the book. It's in the book. It say using this brain that is associated with feeding, mothering, safety, self-worth, establishing and maintaining the pecking order, and mating. I hoard and I mate, therefore I am. It's the limbic brain. Using this brain, we bond with our mothers and search for partners to have sex or parent with. We experience jealousy, betrayal, anger. There's no holding me back. I'm not driven by fear, I'm just driven by anger, and you're under attack. Just climbing up slowly. The one and only Crispin White is bitch. I love that motherfucking guitar riff, nigga. Yeah. We experience jealousy, betrayal, anger, and resentment. We hoard toys and money. The limbic brain thinks in terms of superstition, religion, morality. Yep. I thought it was mortality, but it's morality. Yep. I always get those words mixed up all the fucking time. You know, even in my rhymes. But yeah, morality and the power of faith. So you got to be careful with that limbic brain. If we look around among our nice tune. Oh, yeah, that's the Chris Benoit thing. Like, listen to Chris Benoit. Oh, yeah. I wish my brain could be reprogrammed sometimes to only think positive. Yo, read the book Illumination, the Shaman Way of Healing. This book, let's just say, this book helped me more than the Bible ever did. You know, and my 7 deadly emotion is wrath, and I have to express it in the form of music instead of going out there and shooting the cop in his fucking face. But until that day, I shall devour through my lyrics. But anyway, the limbic brain thinks in terms of superstition, religion, morality, and the power of faith. If we look around among our acquaintances, we sure will find people whose priorities are simply to eat and be comfortable. Illumination, Shaman Way of Healing. Yep. Read that book. I got the book. I'm not even playing. Hold on. Turn off the camera. For all my revolutionary soldiers, after a long day of shooting a Fed in his face, after a long day of torturing a politician, read a motherfucking book. Because I'm gonna tell my soldiers this: I only got one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits. You disobey me, I kill you myself. Do y'all fucking get me? They're gonna be like, yes, we fucking get you, sir. I'm gonna be like, welcome to the revolution. And my right hand will be like, Hurricanes Revolution. And a nigga in the audience gonna be like, was that from Starship Troopers? I'm like, yes, bitch, it was some Starship Troopers. Now shut the fuck up. Viva la revolution. The only solution is revolution. Destroy your governments now. That's my motherfucking commercial. That fast, paying $500, $600 for a motherfucking 6-second commercial. Like, people of revolution, the only solution is revolution. Destroy your government now, bitch. You know, like dancing with some big booty bitches with a patch on their eye, holding an AR-15 and shit with a motherfucking Hurricane, your imagination is fucking crazy. I know, because if I was an NPC, I wouldn't have one. But anyway, if we look among our acquaintances, we are sure to find people whose priorities are simply just to simply eat and be comfortable, like a reptile, basking in the sun. Goddamn. And I hear this from a lot of our people. It was like, yo, nigga, all I gotta do is be black and die. I'm like, God damn, really? You know, like at first I used to be like, yeah, nigga, yeah, that's all we can do. But now it's like, you don't want to do more. You know, like I understand life is a bitch, but what makes us the fucking winner, like what makes us not a fucking loser, we ain't put a gun to our motherfucking skull and blow our fucking brains out. We are fucking winners in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? We could crash out at any motherfucking point in time. The Joker said, nigga, all it takes is one bad day. You feel me? One bad day. I'm trying to tell you, man. If y'all ain't heard my stories. Y'all ain't heard my story. Nigga, real shit. I was supposed to crash out in motherfucking 06. I was supposed to crash out again in 08. and then in 09. And then, woo, woo, it's my baby mama. Ain't no other for she get reference, but I say, boy, it's my baby. Ain't no. Pay the cheese, I give you quarters. I'll be waiting for quarter order. Mexico is where you find me, somewhere around the fucking border. Oh man, this is Mafia, yeah. What you talking about? Then nearly 50,000 years ago, probably more, our ancestors awakened to the potential of the neural cortex. So motherfuckers telling me 50,000 years ago, our ancestors awakened, and man, fuck out of here. Like that's what I'm saying. It's probably more. But anyway, in the sense of aesthetics and beauty emerged. Both the limbic brain and the neocortex appeared as anatomical structures much earlier, but did not become a functional neural computer until the dates above. These dates are still the subject of intense debate today. Hell yeah, because I'm debating it right now. Nigga, I don't think it was 50,000 years ago when we had a neocortex. Nigga, like, I feel like that, and I ain't studied shit about what the fuck they motherfucking brain was thinking. Shit, man, but I know for a fact it's a lot longer than that. You know, pause, no did it. Tool making suddenly acquired a new level of sophistication. Sophistication. That will be going into the rhyme sometime. Sophistication. Ooh, man, I'm gonna rip some cold ass shit and I'm gonna say sophistication. I'm gonna be like, oh, this nigga added sophistication in that. Vocab in this bitch. You know, I'm a big fan of vocab. You know, like I said, like to me being a great MC, You got to have vocab, style, delivery, versatility, and a message. If you are real cold, you can add humor. You know, that's 6 nice little elements to make you one of the greatest MCs of all time. And you could probably name on one hand how many MCs have vocab, style, delivery, versatility, a message, and make you fucking laugh. I can name one right now. Eminem. Hobson, that's 2. Tech Nine, that's 3. Y'all probably never heard of Hobson or Tech Nine, but if you have, I bet y'all laughed at one of the songs. Because I know Tech Nine made a song called Throwing the Bitch in the Trunk, Feeding Her Hot Dogs Through the Motherfucking Keyhole. Nigga, I was rolling. All because she dissed his music, nigga. Oh, bitch, you don't like my music? I'm gonna throw your ass in the trunk where my speakers at and bang my shit. And then leave your ass in the woods for like 7 days until the cops fire you and shit. And your ass gonna be all delirious. Man, listen to that song Tech Nine in the trunk. And it's like a Hobson got a song called Pimp C. All right. If I could say Pimp C, vocab, style, delivery, versatility, and the message. Pimp C, never heard him say any big words. He got that Southern style. It's like, you know, like down south, how can I put it? Down south is known for sipping lean, chopped and screwed music, dope lyrics. But like before that, like down south also, I think like the origin of horrorcore came from down south too, if I'm not mistaken. I need to go do some more research because I was trying to put some shit together and I was like, man, like, you know, like where did the dark lyrics come from? Because the Midwest, like we got some dark ass motherfuckers. Man, we got Do or Die, we got Dayton Family, you know what I'm saying? Shit, we got Triple Darkness, Twister was a little dark, like just a little bit, just a little bit. Like Twism go ham if you want to, but most importantly, Bone Thugs and Harmony. I should have said them first. But if I was to rate Pimp C, don't got no vocab. Like his style is, like his style is cool. He got like a unique voice and delivery. He always had a good delivery, so that's 2. Versatility. I think he tried to speed up his style a little bit, just a little, but like I think it was only just to keep up with the beat. But I ain't gonna give him versatility. Now, message, definitely. He definitely got a message. So he got style, he got the delivery, and he got a message. So that's 3 out of 5. Or like 3 out of 6 if I added humor. Yeah, he definitely started trail. Like Yellow Boy's early stuff, kind of horrorcore. Hell yeah, nigga, Bushwick with the Chucky, fuck yeah, yeah. You feel me? Yeah. So like I think like the South started it. I think the South started horrorcore. I don't like Eminem at all personally. Dun, dun, dun. The controversial comment of the night. You just created a new fucking segment. Thank you. Fucking thank you. Thank you. We're gonna need that. But You don't like Eminem at all personally. I could probably take a wild guess as in a why. Like, I'm gonna guess. Just let me know if I'm wrong. Um, you don't like Eminem because he either he either you either liked him at one point and he fell off and he made you mad as an MC, or you didn't like him personally as a person for getting back with Kim and getting back into the drug life. That's two. You probably don't like him personally because he got into a car accident and he could be a fucking clone right now. That's three. Oh, or you probably just think he's just like a mediocre MC. Eminem was okay in the 90s at rapping, though. He is into my top 10. Yo, that's understandable because it's a lot of motherfucking great MCs. It's a lot of motherfucking great MCs. DJ, like you probably still like listen to Big Daddy Kane and Rakim, and like that's most people first top two. Or some real shit. Most people will be like, yo, KRS-One, Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, LL Cool J, motherfucking Chuck D. Nigga, that's five already. We didn't even say Eminem. We didn't even say Tupac or Biggie yet. Let's keep going. Redman. Let's go. Method Man. Let's go. Busta Rhymes. Let's go. Nigga, that's 8. We didn't even say Eminem yet. We got 2 more. Shit. Nas. That's 9. What's up? We didn't even say Tupac and Biggie yet. Or Eminem. One more. Fuck it. Ice Cube, dude. And that's not even my top 10. That's not even my top 10. I just said like what a top 10 person would be like a person was like, you know, that they grew through like the 80s and the 90s. They would not even say Eminem. Exactly. You know, even if Eminem would have came out, motherfuckers still have been alive. He still wouldn't be in a But yeah, I understand you. The Rugged Man rapped on the track with Biggie. I need to check out already. MC motherfucking A. Dog. That nigga right there, bro. I could probably say he saved a lot of niggas' lives just with one song. Gia, who gives a fuck about another? Only got love for my fucking gang of brothers. But I'm young, so nobody would wonder that the hood would take me. I know. That's what I told my niggas. Nigga, that was my shit, dog. The hood would take me under, nigga. But the other song, straight up menace. Well, fuck it, nigga. Let me get back to this motherfucking shit. Damn, nigga took me off my square, dog. That's what's up. Because it's about music, man. Music is the man, dog. Like music, we are creators, man. Creating something out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Fuck a beat. I go by capella. Fuck a papa doc. Fuck a clock. Fuck a trailer. Fuck everybody. Fuck y'all if you doubt me. Slim Shady. Gold hair like Jane Brady. Hell yeah, nigga. MC8 was the shit. Hey, yo, man, you need some help? Block, block. Block, block. Come on, niggas. Selling all that dope. Y'all got who got snaps on the petrol? Oh, all right, all right. Yeah, it's a what was it? Yeah, it's a these days are still subject to intense debates. Okay, in the debate of the 50,000 years ago, the bullshit. Okay, tool making suddenly required a new level of sophistication after remaining largely unchanged for a previous 1 million years. All right, yep, another debatable number. And in deep caverns in southern Florence and Spain, intricate art began to appear. In the upper Paleolithic period, artists and sages braved the dark and the cold to crawl thousands of feet into ancient caves to grace the walls and ceilings with exquisitely drawn images of horses, stags, female forms, probably female boobs, and geometric figures. These figures had to be drawn by firelight. The fuck is a firelight? Firelight and must have held mystical significance. All right. The primary drive of neocortical consciousness is to understand how things work and why things happen, giving rise to science. It's science. Oh, it's science. Ethics and philosophy. I think, therefore I am. This one we get my nigga Rene Descartes. He was the first neo nigga running from the government. Dog, the government was actually chasing Rene Descartes, bro, trying to murk this nigga. And you want to know how he fucking died? I don't want to give it away, but y'all should look up how the fuck that nigga died. But Rene Descartes was on the run from the government. All because he said, I think, therefore I am. I am somebody. Fuck you, Jesse Jackson. And around 6,000 years ago, civilization as we know it burst forth in seemingly unconnected areas of the world and alphabetically and no, let me slow down. It burst forth in seemingly unconnected areas of the world as alphabetic writing, mathematics, and city states transformed the human landscape. Architects designed in great pyramids along the Nile, astronomers in the Yucatan, I said that right, deciphered the movements of the stars and the solstices, and philosophers developed revolutionary ideas along the banks of the Ganges, Saravati, the Tigris, and Euphrates rivers. Hmm. I'm so dead man tells no lies. It's cold. Hell yeah, nigga, that beat was hard. Yep. Uh, uh, yep. They make up history is hilarious. Yeah. For real. Tigers and Euphrates rivers. Okay, yep. A new level of consciousness was attained by a few from among the masses of slaves scoring stones along the shores of the Nile. And these men and women established themselves as the intelligentsia. You fucking serious? Intelligentsia. I'm using it. I don't know how, but I'm using it. I might make me a comic book and like make them the bad guys or some shit like the Illuminati. I don't know how I'm gonna flip it around, but I got ideas. I got a lot of match. I'm working on 2 books, comic book, music, and, and I got some shit in the works. I'm gonna talk to y'all about that in another video. But like if I got time and if it come back to me, I might talk about it before the video ends. I'm not really sure. But but anyway, where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Yeah, the intelligentsia. It said a new level of consciousness was attained by a few from among the masses of slaves. They came from slaves. It wasn't no royal ass nigga. It wasn't no warrior. It was a new level of consciousness came out from the slave, scrawling stones along the shores of the Nile, and these men and women established themselves as the intelligentsia. Language was used to communicate not only the details of the hunt and newfound feelings and emotions, but also ideas in the form of written text. The first books of the Bible, oh shit, the first books of the Bible, the Bible, the Upanishads, and the epics of Gilgamesh were all written after this time. The drive of this newest brain is to create and to discover. So great was its power that we had to attribute its primary quality to a God, Yahweh. I am, therefore I am. Ooh, that's deep. That's deep. That's deep. Because these are the four levels of awareness, going back to the beginning. With the reptilian brain is I eat and I kill, therefore I am. The limbic brain is I hoard and I fuck, therefore I am. And with the neocortex, I think, therefore I am. And when you get to the new brain, I am, therefore I am. You know who I am. I am God. Bitch! Simone! Ah. You know, this level of consciousness is associated with the prefrontal cortex, where you perceive life to be filled with metaphors and help you understand your experiences and put them in a greater context. For example, when you meet up with your friends after your hike, you might tell a story of how you twisted your ankle as a tale of a heroic challenge. Yeah, Jake, I was climbing the Mount Everest and I twisted my ankle, but I made it. It was a challenge, but I did it, man. I fucking did it. Holy shit, you gonna lie when you're done? All right, bet it up. I'm not too long with this chapter. Like, I think it should be almost over in a minute. I'm trying to see, god damn, I know this fucking. All right, I'm gonna go up to one. Destroy the perceptions. I gotta read that one. And I gotta read that one. It'll probably be after that. Got you. All right, bet it up. Got you. Yeah. All right, for sure. No notifications. Yep. Because I was talking some real shit. They talking about like reprogramming the brain. They ain't sending no notifications out. They some whole ass niggas. They want to represent the Elon Musk. They like, yo, this nigga Hurricane trying to get y'all to reprogram y'all, and I'm trying to put a chip in it. They found some shrooms, I bet. But yeah, where was we at? We was at yep, I am, therefore I am. It said the level of consciousness associated with the prefrontal cortex, where you perceive life to be filled with metaphors and to help you understand experiences, to put them in a greater context. For example, when you meet up with a friend after a hike, you might tell them that you twisted your ankle as a tell of a heroic challenge. Breathe. Ah, woo. All right. A welcome sacrifice to partake of the extraordinary vistas at that mountaintop. While your reptile brain is completely absorbed by taking the next step at this level, you notice universal elements in that hike. It is no longer a walk. It has become a journey. And as such, it parallels ever great journey undertaken. So your reptilian brain completely absorbed by taking the next step. At this level, you notice universal elements in the hike. It is no longer a walk, it has become a journey. And such parallels every great journey undertaken. Your feelings are likely to shift when you take this perspective. Instead of cursing the person who encouraged you to start up the path or muttering about the stupid route you tripped over, you recognize that all paths have unexpected twists and turns and obstacles. You know that an experience that yields wisdom or insight is always of value, even if it requires a certain amount of effort. In this state, you approach life like a poet, seeing beauty and mystery everywhere and feeling a sense of awe. This brain helps you lose your sense of separateness as your identity merges with the mountain and the clouds above. The pain in your ankle recedes as you dwell in the beauty of the path. Although the experience of the communion may last only a few moments, its efforts last a lifetime and forever after your perception of yourself and the goddamn, they lost my vision getting blurry. Oh yeah, the perception of the world. This is the great illumination, often associated with initiation. Shamans call it the second awakening, as the first had to do with awareness that you would die someday. Now you awaken to no fucking fear of death. Oh, oh, I think you know it or not. And it says it don't matter if you believe in the afterlife or not. You have ascended death, nigga. It is I am, therefore I am. I am. I am. Hammer. But there was one more thing I wanted to read. But it's called Distorted Perceptions. Yeah, it's called Distorted Perceptions. Distorted Perceptions. One of the reasons it is hard to change the 7 toxic emotions is that we like to think we're rational and logical, that we recognize the difference between fact and fiction, and that we have a firm grasp on the fucking truth. We admit that our reasoning may be somewhat colored by our experiences, but the brain that seeks power, reputation, and security likes to believe we're too smart to let our emotions run away with us. The 7 toxic emotions reside as dim sentiments humming like a computer on sleep mode, ready to jump into action whenever we interpret a neural situation into one that seems to validate our early life stories. Our mind then scans for facts that fit our narrative, matching them to the emotions we just kindled. We bring up a memory of despair and say, isn't that always how it is? That belief that life is a struggle was etched into our neural cortex in our brain long ago. Researchers believe that biological traits, including resistance to disease, may have been etched into the genetic memory banks of our great grandparents and passed it on to us. Researcher Marcus Pembry noted that the paternal grandsons of Swedish boys who were exposed during childhood to famine in the 19th century were less likely to die of cardiovascular disease. But biological traits are not the only ones to be transmitted transgenerationally. Attitudes, character traits, and beliefs also seem to be passed on from a generation to another, so that the grandchildren of the person who lived during the Great Depression often feel a greater sense of holy fucking shit. My vision is getting okay. Yeah, often a greater sense of impoverishment. I was about to say empowerment, but it was impoverishment. I had to look closely. My fucking eyes been blurry. I about to motherfucking hit up an eye doctor, but I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke. That shit called. And I can't find my reading glasses. I can't see without my glasses. God damn it, Daphne. Why you always losing your goddamn glasses, Daphne? Or I mean, Thelma. God damn it, Thelma. Tell Daphne to bend that ass over. Shaggy, bring me the bag of weed. Ruby, Ruby, Roo. Okay. Shit, Shaggy. This motherfucker trying to learn how to read. Oh my God. All right. Such negative beliefs spring to life. What's good, though? Sounds out to Jay. You just made it to the last part of the chapter. After party on Low Key's channel after this over. Because I Low Key going live after this. So like after this, we're gonna go to Low Key's channel. So party at Low Key T's channel. We'll be done with this. Okay, it say okay, yeah. Say that. All right. Such negative beliefs spring to life with full force the moment we find evidence to confirm our suspicions, and we always do. The emotions that stoke our need for power are much stronger than we are care to admit. The famous Stanford prison guard experiment. Oh God, I hate that fucking word. I'm not your motherfucking government experiment, bitch. The famous Stanford prison guard experiment of 1971 exposed just how quickly a mentally stable, intelligent person would descend into brutality familiar to the limbic brain. Designed by psychologicalists, psycholala bitch, psycholala bitch, psychologist Philip Zimbardo, PhD. I am Philip Zimbardo, PhD. You got to say it every time you say your name. Yes. So if I say, "Is there a doctor in the house?" You're gonna be the one to be like, "Yes, I am Philip Zimbardo, PhD." Shoot that nigga. That nigga got money. Hello, everybody. This is a robbery. I'm looking for Harvey Dent. Are you Harvey? Harvey? The experiment aimed to study on how average psychological healthy male college students would behave when put in the position of acting as prison guards over their peers. I remember hearing about this experiment. It was a minute ago, though. It was a minute ago. I remember hearing about this. I don't know when, but it was a minute ago, though. I don't know where I watched it. I know I didn't read it. I know I saw it. It was somewhere on YouTube. It was somewhere, but it was a minute ago, though. You said Zimbardo is a real character, so you gotta know who this shit is. Yeah, my motherfucking God. Well, somebody in the chat know who this motherfucking nigga is. That's what's up. That makes the motherfucking story more interesting now. This motherfucker was and I'm a psycho. It say the plan was for the prisoners to be held captive in the basement of Stanford University psychological building. Each participant role prisoner or guard was chosen randomly. Originally, the men were supposed to play their roles for 2 weeks, but in just 6 days, the emotional abuse inflicted on the inmates by the guards was so brutal that the Zimbardo ended the experiment. Yeah, that's what I fucking heard. I heard niggas just went nuts. It's like, God damn, just like stopping it right there for a minute. It's like, like when I start this revolution and I put somebody in a position to handle some motherfucking business, I don't want that nigga to go, He's got a TED talk in the book, The Lucifer Effect. Wow. Zimbardo is a fucking character. Not bad. God damn, motherfucker, you gave me some homework. Ain't that a bitch? I wasn't trying to do no fucking homework, dog, but as howling me go back to the streets, soft feet, aka the soft feet said it was necessary. If you don't give it down, we don't give a fuck. But all right, to say, of course, we would like to believe that we would be one prison guard who goes against the grain and acts courageously and heroically, that we would keep our perspective and remain clear-headed. We like to believe that we had been conscripted as Nazi prison guards. We would have behaved differently towards inmates of concentration camps. Perhaps we will have, but evidence shows that human beings very easily give into the collective pressure to conform. Emotional trauma to our limbic brain makes us believe that every situation can be told with a simple narrative of bad guys versus good guys, of victims, persecutors, and rescuers. These stories blind us to the truth as we pick and choose facts that support our story and ignore or minimize those that don't. Rather than feel like a weak victim, we choose to play the more satisfying part, either the noble rescuer or the righteous bully. Alternately, we recast our victimhood as a noble martyrdom and use it to try to manipulate others into feeling sorry for us and take care of us. We do all this without realizing that we're locking ourselves in the disempowering narrative and harsh reality. That is fucking deep. Distorted perceptions. Basically, this part just told us to go look up the motherfuckers Zimbardo experience. We're gonna finish this chapter. We had an hour now. You know, like we need to see what Low Key talking about. We need to see what Low Key talking about. Party at Low Key's house. Drunk white women for everybody. Yo, party at Cindy's house. Yo, man, I don't know why I thought about that scary movie scene, but yeah, man. But this is the book Illumination. I think I was in chapter 3 or 4. I think I was in chapter 3. But yeah, this the book Illumination, The Shaman Way of Healing by Alberto Villaudio, PhD. He's an author, shaman, healer, and sage. Goddamn, Alberto. Alberto. Trust white women for everybody. Oh, hell no. Hey, you never know. You might meet a MILF. Take your ass to Florida, live off the beach, off that retirement money. That's what I'm looking for. A chick that looked like Lisa Ann or Sarah J. Like she cool, man, but I ain't trying to get poked in the nose with her big ass Triple H nose and shit. Well, she got ass, though. See, nigga, that's the reptilian. Nigga, that's the reptile brain. Oh, what's the limbic brain? Wait a minute. I think that was the limbic brain. Like the limbic brain want me to smash these hoes, right? Hold on, let me go back. I don't want to be wrong, yo. I don't want to be wrong. Yeah, it's like the reptilian brain is I eat and kill, therefore I am. Yeah, the limbic brain is oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I hoard and I fuck, therefore I am. It don't say fuck, it say mate, but it say I hoard and I mate, therefore I am. Neocortex is I think, therefore I am. And the prefrontal cortex is I am, therefore I am. And I am God. Hell yeah, motherfuck yeah, for sure yeah. That's that man. Sade right there. Timeless beauty. If I find out she got the fountain of youth, I wouldn't be surprised. But she's splitting that shit with motherfucking Donald Faison, dog. That nigga look just like how he looked on Clueless. Like that nigga, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, nigga. Angela Bassett, she just can get the dick. Angela Bassett just get those cheeks clapped real quick. What's love got to do? Don't got nothing to do with this shit, bend over, bitch. Hey, yo, is Kiki Palmer a dude? Is Kiki Palmer a dude? I think she a woman, y'all. She sound familiar. Y'all know nothing about her. Yeah, I know, but she sound familiar though. I want to be like, computer, bring up Deborah Alenka, Shalashashka. But anyway, yeah, man. This is the book Illumination, the Shaman Way of Healing by Alberto Valadio. And I feel a lot better. I was angry earlier, but just like reading this book and going live, it kind of cleared my mind, I feel a lot better. Thank y'all. Party at Low Key's channel. See y'all in a minute. We had 1 hour and 11 minutes. I'm out. Shouts out to everybody coming through. Jay in the groove. Shouts out to D Shep. D Shep was in the building. Salute. Didn't even see him. Yep. In the groove is in the building. Shouts out to Low Key. We'll be over there in a minute. Shouts out to DJ Overtime. Go DJ. Yo, that's my DJ. And I think that's it. Shouts out to everybody for coming through. This your man Hurricane telling you what it do with a book review. Illumination, The Shaman Way of Healing by Alberto Valadio, PhD, author, shaman, healer, and sage. Get your meditation on.com.